Testing. One, two, three, four. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. Still dead quiet. Testing, testing, testing 1, testing 2, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Alright, that should be good right there. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Am I her? Am I okay? I don't know. Who knows? I certainly don't. Well, I guess we'll continue. I don't know if anyone's here or not. I mean, looks like it, but well, there's one other person. But I mean, I don't know. Anyhow. Some stipulations first. I've completed the game before, meaning that I have all the gear previously I've acquired and all that stuff. For the sake of the video, well, not for the video per se, but for the sake of my precious character, I will not be starting a brand new game because that will get rid of the character I have so diligently worked on. However, I completed the game, and I will be starting another run with this character, you know, having all the gear, having all my levels, my stats, everything. So there will be some things that will not be showcased in this run, but I mean, like in this particular playthrough, such as the very, very beginning. But for the most part, everything will still pretty much be the same. And also, there are several romanceable characters, and as we come across them, I will point them out to you. And you know, so like, and while have romanced pretty much all of them, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide which ones I should, you know, quote unquote romance. With that being said and those out of the way, I suppose it's time to get on with it. And see, as you see, there's new game, load game, hard mode, which is playing the game on hard difficulty, speedrun mode, character edit, and all that jazz. We are going to play it on the normal difficulty. Begin a new game using the save data, yes. This cutscene is so good. Now, as you can see, we are on the character edit page. I am not going to edit my character for this run because I spent the past hour tweaking him to look like this. That way we don't have to go through the tedious process of all this. But basically the reason behind this character, as you can probably guess by the moniker and the name, this is supposed to be me. I couldn't get it to my exact like dimensions and weight and all this stuff. The height and the weight are in centimeters and kilograms. So you know, me being under the imperial system, I had to go and convert that to feet and all that. Convert like my measurements, which is 5'10", 2 centimeters, and my weight, which is about 130, to kilograms. And so this is the closest I can get to height, because my height in centimeters is 155. My weight is, I think, about 130. I think it's like 50 something kilograms. But I also wanted to make it like not just weight and height wise. I also wanted to make it look like me in person. So with all the torso and all that stuff, I tried making it as accurate as I can to my physical being per se. You know, so I couldn't get the weight anywhere close to what I wanted it to, but like I said, it's probably about 10 kilograms off. I'd say, give or take. But yeah, so that's supposed to be me. With that out of the way, we can continue. Yes, I'm ready to play.
Hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
It's the dragon! Get to the boat! Go! Pick the boat!
Esta Nisti Mies Burate et Malaga.
And the dragon's dogma has been laid.
Help me! He's still alive!
If his blood face me, take up arms, newly arisen.
So there you have it. That is the beginning of the game, but it says to take up a weapon, but if you try to...
Take up arms, Arisen. For my kind do not heed the toothless.
Alright. Just to get that out of the way. Attributes. Yeah. And skills. Okay. So you have several things here. You have your mage, which its primary focus is a primary weapon is only a staff. Its base vocation, as you can see, is a conjure of magics to heal wounds and target elemental weaknesses. You've got your striders, which is your weapons, which are daggers and bows, obviously. Basic vocation, this nimble warrior can both mount and attack foes and use the bow to strike from afar. And then you've got fighters, weapons, swords and shields. Basic vocation, a melee specialist with attacks and counterattacks, able to cut through any resistances. I think for the sake of, I guess completing, well, not completing, I'm not a completionist, but as you can see, the vocations, you've got, you see how they have those ranks. Those ranks determine, like, as you go throughout the game and progress, you rank up, and those ranks unlock new skills, unlock new things, basically, for your character to use in terms of fighting and what it augments. As you can see, Strider is completely filled. Mage only has 2 ranks in it, whereas Fighter is 3 ranks away from being finished. I think for the sake of A, cosmetics, and B, for finishing it, I'm going to go with Fighter this time around. I mean, I'm not going to stick Fighter, by all means, no. But it's not until I can unlock later vocations but for now I'll just stick with Fighter. Okay, so...
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but his heart lies silent.
If you would face me,
You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this? You must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
Okay, Kina, as you have now been introduced to her, she is one of the romances of this game, and actually by far the like if you don't go throughout the game for romance, she is by far, like, if you don't encounter anybody else, she will be the default romance. But yeah,
Pushing
so
to your bed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I'm worried for you, cuz.
yeah, so she is one of the romances. Now let's see here. As you can see, we've got basic weapons. We've got the rusted shield, the rusted sword. You've got your light attacks, your heavy attacks. If you hold L1, you'll guard, but you also see that I have something else. Shield drum, which attracts enemies. Shield storm. Those are your skills. You've got burst strike. A lot of these skills are skills that are like of the advanced levels, because like I said, this is not a new game, like a new game. It's a new game of an old save. So you've got a lot of this stuff. Here is the inn, and I need to come here because it's important.
Micah's greetings upon you. What can I do you for?
And for right now, this particular inn only offers resting and managing stored items. I really don't need to rest, so I'll head over to the stored items, and we're going to withdraw a few things. First things first, we are going to give me that elite lantern, give me a light pickaxe, give me we can take the eternal fairy stone, even though we pretty much won't need it because I'll be walking. I really don't want to be skipping a lot of these things. Worm King's ring, I don't think we need any of those. Okay. These only augment at we don't need any of those. Not yet, anyhow. Okay, so. Wait, did I? Hold on, no. There we go. That's what we need to do. So as you may see, I am gathering gear. And this gear is, as you can see, has these dragon symbols on it, which isn't nothing special. Well, I shouldn't say nothing special in particular, but it's these are gear this is gear that has been rarefied in Dragonfire and then strengthened. It'll make sense as we progress through the game. I promise. I swear. I'm not bamboozling you. And then, okay. Sorcerers, rangers, mage, magic, staff bearers. No, none of those rings I need. No. It's not like I could have misplaced it. Oh, I bet you anything it's probably not one of these rings, but there we go, that's the ring I want. Got it. Touch the dominant hand, bolstering it to knock back foes more often. You can do that.
What can I do?
Okay, we're going over to equipment. Aesthetics at its finest. Alrighty.
What can I do you for?
Ah,
As you
shit.
will.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to stop curb. I'm gonna have to try to curb my futile attempts to press X. Well, not futile because it skips dialogue, and I've heard pretty much all the dialogue in this game. But for those of you who are new to this game, I will try to curb my X pressing that skips all that. We don't need that. We don't need those. Can put these away. Don't need those. Yeah, we don't need any curatives just yet. Oh, that also reminds me. You should also withdraw. Oh yeah, we actually do need this. No, not that. We do need that for now. And then we will also need... Oh, come on, where are you? You couldn't have gone far. There you are. We'll need that. Okay.
What can I do? Take care now.
Alright, now let's head out. Yeah, we can't do anything just yet.
That man you are speaking with, he's of the Pawn Legion. They come from some unknown place, just appear without a warning. They're a strange lot. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon. I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you have ample supplies.
Of course, Rook, I will. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to grab a few more things from this guy.
What can I do you for?
Damn it, I did it again! I am so sorry. I will try not to skip X. I just can't press X. I just can't help it. I've heard all this before. We don't need the Sanguine Stalk. No, what we need is the Dominion Claw. We need the Grey Veil. We need the Crimson Jerkin. Wait, no, we need not the Abysmal Coat, but we need the Grave Mantle. We need the Grave Gloves. We need Cotton Hosen. And we need... Oh, that's right, they won't be gold just yet because I couldn't do that to them because I lacked some of the ingredients. Then we got that. And then we need the Sovereign's Mantle. And then we will need a Mage's Ring, which is Anodyne, High Anodyne. And then we need, not that, 11 Frigor, High Frigor. We actually, yeah, we should do that instead of the, that one.
As you will. What can I do you for? Take care now.
Alright, anyhow.
Why not avail yourself of the inn for rest a while?
Shut up, Rook, before I throw you down the well. These are normally the stores you would come to get outfitted, like normally in a new game and whatnot.
It's a mercy so much of the village was spared. I only wish I had more to offer.
And so, you know, you've got your healing things, your Green Wars, which will restore health, a lot of health at the early game, but as later games come about, they become practically useless. You know, you've got all these things. I mean, I don't know how many how many of these are here in a new game cycle. She also sells lanterns, pickaxes, airtight flasks, all this jazz. A lot of this stuff is really useful. You've got your iron swords, your trusty swords, you know, you've got your bows and all that stuff. You've got your tunics and all that. Like I said, a lot of these things, and as you can see, some of these things have a like if you look down at the bottom, like for example this I can't use, and if you look down, it's because, as you can see, it's only 4 of the 9 vocations can use them, and so that means only striders, magic archers, rangers, and assassins can use these. And you know, it's like, whereas this one I can use because it's for fighters, assassins, warriors, and mystic knights. So a lot of these things there are some things that can be used universally, there are some things that are only class specific, you know, and so it's really interesting. And then, you know, so that's where you buy your arms and armors early game. You know, like I said, it's not that much great of a selection, but it's a selection nonetheless. I mean, so, you know, don't bemoan, you know, stuff. I mean, it's all really helpful. This is a grocer. I think he sells stuff, but it seems he's not here at the moment. So, but I don't remember if he sells anything or not. Anyhow, you know, so this is, you know, I guess we can get to know the area just a bit before we move on. As you can see, there's still some signs of damage, you know, from the dragon's attack, you know, to be expected, of course. It's all fresh and whatnot. Yeah, but you've got all this stuff. I mean, you've got an ocean too. I mean, oh, and just let's go jump in the ocean. Let's go take a quick dive real quick. I mean, it seems like fun, right? I mean, it is a fishing village after all. I mean, you'd expect you just. Oh no, what is this? This is something called the brine. It's basically the equivalent of a "you're not supposed to go here." There are ways to get under the brine, but I myself have never managed to accomplish it, and nor do I care to, because I'm just like, it's whatever. But the brine is basically, it's like, you know, you're not meant to go here, or it's like, you know, it normally appears in waters that's too deep. It's like, it's most common at the oceans, but it can also be found in places in the overworld. As you saw with me, it returned me to the shore. But for most everything else, so notice that most everything else, there are certain, it'll kill them. It'll kill pawns, it'll kill most enemies. You know, there are some enemies that are immune to it, and I'm not sure, I only know of one specifically, but I'm fairly certain that there are others that cannot be killed by the brine. I mean, so, but for now, we'll just continue onward.
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
I mean, so, but yeah. And like I said, this is going to go by relatively fast because of how powerful I am. So like I said, I am not the most powerful. Like this game, like I haven't started a new game. I literally just resumed an old profile. And so as you can see, I one-shot these goblins.
Oh, that was far too close. I'm called Reynard, a traveling salesman, though those damnable beasts ruined my wares. But thanks to you, it was only wares I lost.
Ah, god damn it! I thought he was done speaking. I am shit. He just basically said, like, it was only wares I lost, you have my thanks. I consider that a bargain. Here, take this, and he gave me a cloak. So, yeah.
Should the enemy prove too powerful, there is no shame in fleeing.
And so, yeah, we're on our way to the encampment. It's, a lovely little brigade, to say the least. And like I said, there are places I can teleport, and I will. You'll see. I'll point out to you what those places are once I actually get there. So like for now, we'll just get the encampment, which is where we are. So, enter. I'll also be showcasing the.
Can you hear our voice? If memory serves. I know the way, Master. Follow me. Must be near.
Have all you need? We are an end first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings, aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, and you like. What will it be today?
Set skills. So, you know, a lot of, like I said, as you can see, a lot of these things I've already had. Like a lot of these skills per se, they're already stuff that I've unlocked because of my rank. But like I said, as late as you progress through the game, like for most part, you won't have these. But as you progress through the game, you will.
What will it be today? Have your pick, and you like.
Oh, that reminds me. As there are these augments, you've got the ones I have currently equipped. Are some of these are secret augments. So, and I'll explain to what those are. So you've got, but it doesn't. So yeah. So prolongation, it makes your oil last longer, which is and your oil is for your lantern is what keeps your knight's blood. But it has two drawbacks. Well, first off, it allows you to see within a certain radius, but secondly, it also blinds your night vision, which is actually a thing in this game I've noticed, because it's hard, yes, but you can actually see at night. There are certain places that you just absolutely have to have a lantern, but those aren't anywhere in the main game. But it's you can actually see without your lantern. It's a bit hard, but you can still see. And if you use the lantern, you know, you can see even better, but you can't see beyond the edge of your lantern because it blinds your night vision, which is really interesting. But so prolongation extends the lifeline of your oil lantern as it sees. Fortitude reduces damages sustained from physical attacks. Awareness greatly reduces magic sustained in magic attacks. Adhesion, which is good for certain bosses that like to throw you off, makes it harder for an enemy to throw you off whistle you're clinging to it. Athleticism reduces stamina consumed while running. Sinew grants you the energy to carry additional weight, which is important for a character like mine who isn't readily built, isn't built heavily.
What will it be today? Have your pick, and you like. Come again soon.
Okay, and so now.
Well met, Arisen. Can you hear our voice? We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world. It opens to the Arisen, for they possess a will powerful enough to guide the Legion. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, prove the strength of your resolve.
Sure, why not?
Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an Arisen in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle. The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
And also, some of you may have noticed the title of the stream. It's MagnustheDemon and Dragon's Dogma with Wilson, Part 1. That will make sense literally soon. Like, it'll probably, like, once I start moving, it'll probably be like a minute, and it'll make sense.
From within.
So, but let us be off.
The beast comes! Hurry!
What is this about, you may wonder? Oh no, I don't know what it's about. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be feigning surprise or sarcastic surprise actually, but this is actually really interesting. Say hello to our first quote-unquote mini-boss. Ah, shit. That normally would have hit for a lot, but... Beefsteak. And bosses drop, mini bosses, whatever you want to call them. They drop loot upon death. I mean, as does most enemies, but sometimes some of the loot that they drop is a bit better than things you'd normally get from just your regular old enemies. I can't even English. Anyhow, I guess we shall continue. I'm just gonna pause right here real quick.
Shall we search the area?
trial is complete. You are the arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt. Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead. They shall serve you, and you alone, to share in your hardships, and aid you in every endeavor.
Pawn customization, set the look of your constant companion throughout your journey as Arisen, your main pawn. Now does it make sense? MagnustheDemon and Dragon's Dogma with Wilson, part 1, because Wilson is my pawn. this is his default look. I've tweaked it to my tastes, but Wilson will always look like this, so there's no need for me to change it. So we're just going to go ahead and confirm. But yeah, this is Wilson. This is my lovable, blundering idiot of a pawn. I love him. I want to hug him. Always. This will be the form of your main pawn. Proceed. Continue. He will be a mage. Because since I will be dealing damage, he needs to be able to heal and offset all that other stuff.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
It is good to be king. Alright, just kidding. Anyhow, we're going over to equipment. As you guys may have noticed, I withdrew some gear at the beginning of the game. And if you didn't notice, I did that, if you're joining just now, I did that at the beginning. Or, you know, if no one shows up and I'm just rambling to myself like an idiot, I mean, if you see the archive version, you'll have known that I had withdrew some gear at the beginning of the game. So, as you can see, I am giving these things that I withdrew to Wilson. But why would I do that, you ask? Well, it's because Wilson is a mage, and this gear is more beneficial to mages than it is for me. Wilson is not something that can withstand much attack. He has, as you can see, he has low physical defense and high magic defense. I'll need to find something that offsets that weakness. But as you can see, for the most part, he is... Oh, hello there, new person. It's good to see you, whomever you may be. I have just got done finishing customizing my pawn. This is Dragon's Dogma. Dark Arisen, to be precise. Oh, it's Dar. Hi, Dar.
A riftstone.
So...
power emanates from within.
Okay, so we're just going to shut up now.
A master and his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force come the day you learn to fight as one. Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of mortal combat. I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
Okay, so here is basically the training grounds, per se. This guy, you talk to him, he has several tasks for you. Well, I'm not going to be a completionist, per se, but I could do this, but I mean, it's not something I really want to do, so we're just going to leave. But now that I have Wilson, I have two options before me. I can either A, continue the main game up to a certain point, and then pursue the DLC. Or, I can do the DLC straight away. What do you guys want to see?
This gate leads to Cassidus. Well sturdy, this place.
Alright, so I guess okay. So I guess we can do the DLC. Besides, there's a particular someone I need to hunt and I need to kill for my satisfaction. So we'll be heading down to the DLC. You? What was that? Why? Who dares contacts me? Oh, it's a stupid email. And speaking of which, there are items called port crystals and fairy stones. This wasn't in the main game. This was added in the DLC when the DLC was released. But this is a permanent port crystal area, and I will be able to, if with the use of a fairy stone, I will be able to port here at will. And I actually have a fairy stone. It's called the Eternal Fairy Stone, and it can be used indefinitely, of course, but I can't use it now because I have to reach a certain place in order to get there.
Is your hometown, is it not arisen?
However, we are going to... Will I activate it? I don't know if I will. Yeah, okay, we did.
Ah, the venerable arisen returns. Are you come to lead the pawns in a quest to slay the dragon? Those equivocal husks. Will or nill, the arisen is always drawn to the dragon, as puppets strung on fate's own thread. Many have come before you, eager to stand tall atop the grand capstone of worldly truth that is the dragon. Arrogance. The dragon is ever born anew into the world, and with it too, the arisen. All arisen seek out the dragon, but lucky are the few who attain an audience with the beast, while yet they live. Ours is a weak, fragile world, and little within it is more frail than man. In yon encampment they gather up their knights and hired steel. They think to grow their numbers and hunt the dragon. But they shall soon learn their lot will e'er be as prey.
Anyhow, now that creepy old man is out of the way, we are going to...
Well, Madeline,
this is a fine bit of fortune you've come into. Come to Grand Soren with riches in mind, instead find only cravens cowed by dragon fear. The streets are chaos, my goods ruined or lost.
Slut. Anyhow,
Business is better of late. I dare say we've you to thank for that. Of course, you'd never mistake our sleepy village for a bustling marketplace, even at the best of times. But even a return to our modest custom is welcome indeed. What can I do you for?
So we're going to be sleeping till nighttime, because that is the only way to access the DLC. Oh, and this game also has online capabilities in certain areas. Well, not certain, certain ways. So, for example, when I rest or sleep, my I upload my pawn to the cloud. I don't know what it's called. I've never really looked into it, but basically people can summon my pawns when I upload them. Also, Rook, get over here. So then I can also download other players' pawns too. There's a boss as well that also has online capabilities, and I will show you where he is located in New Game Plus onwards, but I will also show you where he is located normally. But that won't be until end game. you can grab people, you can grab enemy, you can just get over here, Rook. Follow me. Yeah, you can do a lot of things in this game. It's great. But for now, this like as you can see, I'm just grabbing Rook and I'm bringing him over here with me for now. And that's because where we are going, I do not need Rook. Rook will be a casualty. He will not be beneficial. So therefore, I am going to go send him back to the Rift. And I mean, I can do it in a more humane way. I could enter a Rift Stone. I can dismiss him like that. But no, I take pure, unadulterated satisfaction by doing this.
Fine spot to fish. I was clumsy.
I explained this earlier, but that little entity right there, that is known as the brine. It's a basically right. It's basically a it's the equivalent of the, you know, you're not meant to go here in certain areas. It's mainly located in the ocean if you go out far enough, but it's also located in certain areas of the overworld. And basically what it does is for the player, it doesn't do anything. It just sends you back to the shore. But however, almost everything else will be killed by the brine, which is what it's called. And I think I have already mentioned that. I don't know. I'm just rambling out of my ass. It's yeah, it'll kill pawns. It'll kill most enemies. There are a few that are immune to it, but those enemies are few and far in between. And one of them we will encounter when we go to the DLC. And so see, this is where you fight a, as you can see, the Erd Dragon. There are two variations of it: the online and the offline. The offline is, you know, of course, offline. It has a lot of health, and it's probably the most powerful enemy base game. However, there is the online version of it, which there are 4 instances of it, each with their own health pool. But because it's, you know, but it has massive amounts of health. Like I mean a lot of health. It's ridiculous. And so it's online. That there are people will tackle these Erd Dragons, these online Erd Dragons. Like I said, there are 4 variations with each slightly different amount of health. However, if there is a drastic decrease in health, the other 3 will then balance themselves out to correct the imbalance that was inflicted on one of them. And if one Erd Dragon is killed, the rest of them are killed, and they enter something called the Grace Period, which, like, if those who didn't land the killing blow on the Erd Dragon the first time, they can kill the Erd Dragon during its Grace Period. And so here we are.
You can see me. Then you are one known to the dragon, bound within the Eternal Realm. I have dire need of the Arisen's strength. Please, sir, will you lend me your aid? You have my eternal thanks. You speak now to a shadow of sorts. My flesh resides elsewhere. I would take you there now, if it please you.
And this is the DLC.
I ask you, is that the fate you've chosen of your own will? You are arisen. We stand now on Bitter Black Isle, far as sea from the cove we departed. I would ask you to explore its depths.
Oh shoot. Oh well. I forgot to grab the experience from that, now that I think about it. But it is what it is.
Were it possible, I would not send you off with so meager an explanation. But I fear I myself do not know it better. My past, my aims in coming here, all of it is lost, as in a fog. All I know is that I, like you, was called here, and am bound to stay. I sensed you in the distance, and called to you for help. I knew somehow, as by instinct, that you could grant the wish of the one who dwells below. Just as I know my role here is to aid you in that pursuit.
Okay.
I am versed in the purification of cursed artifacts. Should you in your travels find such ensorcelled objects, pray, bring them to me. The procedure requires but a few rift crystals, and it is a service I would gladly tender.
You heard that word, right? Rift crystals. It is a online currency. There are multiple ways of gathering it, but by far the the easiest and fastest way to gather rift crystals is by having people summon your pawns. You know, you can find objects that give rift crystals. There are quests that award rift crystals, but they are meager rift crystals compared, especially meager compared to what you'll need, especially when you get later on into the DLC. So
I shall aid you however I can.
So for example, I think I have a curse item. Yeah, right there. So this is a bitter black novelty. It'll have like a ring or some other thing, something in it that's, you know, a novelty. It costs 800 rift crystals. You know, as you can see, I can afford that. I mean, because I have 1.2 million rift crystals. However, there are certain things later on. I think it's level 3 stuff. Novelties, gear, and weapons. Weapons, I want to say, are like 25,000, and gear is like 28,000. I don't remember, but it's because even though I've spent like 3 days farming for all that garbage, I didn't pay much attention. But yeah, so rift crystals are like in our in-game online currency, but you'll need them a lot, especially later on. But they're not used just for this gear. Like, for example, if I wanted to hire some pawns that are higher level than me because I'm struggling, you'd spend rift crystals to do that. Of course, you know, if you're just hiring strangers, if you have people in your friends list who have high level pawns, you know, they're free, as you'll soon see. Let me change my vocation, because for when I run Bitter Black Isles, I run in a particular fashion. Dragon's Breath, we need the Blackwing Bow. Oh boy, I think I've got to sneeze. Hey, excuse me. Sorry about that. Sneezing is never fun, especially when over on like... Carrion Claws, Gauntlet of Shadow... Silver Hosen, Boots of Shadow, Blasphemous Cloak, Savior's Rings, and Baleful Nails. Well, actually, no, we don't need those. Give me not High Angle. There we go. Give me that.
If there is aught I can do.
Set skills, advanced trigger, high 11, 6-fold ricochet. Okay, we're all good in that regard.
I shall pray.
I'll wager she's a tale to tell.
You don't say, Wilson. I normally come here to rest, because I don't like spending the money, unless I actually have to wait a full day, because resting here, you know, does the same function as resting as an inn, uploading my pawn, checking to see if I got rift crystals and all that garbage. Now, while I am confident enough I can probably tackle base game with just me and my pawn, even though the level I am at, I do not feel at all confident tackling base game, the DLC by myself, because, yeah, no, it's not fun. So I'm going to be summoning some pawns to help me in that endeavor. Let's see here. I've got one in mind, I know for a fact. No, not her. Oh, as you can see, her level, it has the infinity sign. And his level is also the infinity sign. That is level 200 and up. Once you hit that, you basically have reached the apex per se. But it isn't, let's see, what are you? You are...
Yes, Arisen.
I suppose we can... Yeah, we can work with that. Ranged I actually kind of need ranged more than I do need a heavy hitter. But yeah, level 200 and up is infinity. Once you hit infinity, that's like quote unquote the level cap for the way other people see it. However, I have been told you can continue to level up even despite you hitting infinity, but other people will just see it like once you hit 200, other people will just see your level as an infinite. So okay, so I've got the 2 pawns that I wanted to use.
This pawn feels most at ease near a rift.
Shut up. So here is the DLC. I actually kind of need to explore this place because this is the epitaph or something. There are stories that are told here. Problem is, and there's a quest to get all 10, but I've only ever found 8 at the most. So let us see here. I wonder if I'll encounter him first off. Come on, line up. Where the hell are all you guys? 1, 2. I know there's a 3rd one. Where is he? Wait, did I not summon him? Oh, there, yeah, there he is. What the hell? There we go. You fat mongoloid. There we go. I have applied a debuff, or not a debuff, a buff that prevents debilitations, and those are like petrification, torpor, and all that stuff. Light cure. Okay, so.
Heed these words, all who enter this place. Do not think. Just set one foot in front of the other, and by the Maker's love, keep swimming.
Okay.
The moonlight lends this place an otherworldly.
I will protect you, Arisen. Take care, you are fortunate. We have triumphed. Walk ahead.
Pay their words no heed, their lies all. Their black tongues will be your doom.
These are all fallen arisen. They were killed.
Leave this place. You still the time to turn back. Still the time to live.
By the way, I forgot to ask, is my setting okay? Am I loud enough? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Is the game too quiet? I don't rightly know. I was sort of rambling on for an hour because before anybody had joined, so and I didn't know whether or not everything was okay. Are we good setting-wise? Because like I said, if needs to be, let me know and I'll change the settings.
Is far stronger than a common goblin. Goblins heal by fire.
Yes, he spawned. Thank God. I hunted this guy for 3 hours yesterday, or the day before perhaps. That's right, come down here, big man. You have just signed your death warrant. Oh shit, I did not see that I was the one who actually signed my death warrant. And I didn't carry any wake stones on me because I didn't think he would spawn. Shit! Anyhow. But yeah, that's death. Well, actually, I didn't carry any wake stones because I was completely stupid. But yeah, that is death. I hunted him for 3 hours yesterday, or day before. I don't know. But yeah, he did spawn. But as you saw, he attacked me and killed me. took out my entire health in one hit. That is what he does. He is death. He has infinite attack, infinite magic attack. He will kill you no matter how much defense or how much health you have.
Their lives,
This looks interesting.
their black tongues will be your doom.
And I also didn't see that he was raising his scythe either, because I was where I was located. So, which is a shame on my part. I'm normally more vigilant, but I was sort of blocked.
Still the time to turn back. Still the time to live.
I should probably go grab Wake Stones, but honestly, I could care less.
Only to those with some tie to the wound.
Yes, you have to dodge all of his attacks, but like I said, that attack that hit me, it has a wind-up. You can see. Death is actually a guy in this game. It is literally confirmed in lore.
Give it a taste of ice.
But there is a. But yeah, he only has one attack per se. Well, actually, he has several. But his attack that kills you, there's a wind-up for it. And it's not hard to miss. You can actually see it. See, like that's his attack that puts you to sleep. But I have just protected my party from such debilitation. I actually need to get in a close... See, okay, yeah, see, that is the attack right there. That attack... Yeah, see, that is the attack that will kill you. But like I said, it has a long wind-up. You can see. Are you leaving? Or did you just teleport? You left. Okay, we're good. He actually has a really interesting story. I love it. I love him a lot. I love it. I love him. He's really good. But there is a place where I am going to be farming him. And so I will, because he is garbage to track down later on. I mean, so there is a place I will be farming him.
Greater curse than immortality. What crueler torment than to live in this place devoid of all but despair.
No, he is death. He actually was once human, but he became death, and because of that, since he embodies death, he cannot be killed permanently. But I can kill them nonetheless and take great satisfaction out of killing him while I'm killing him. You've seen it, right? The little arrows that I've been shooting that have been bouncing off walls. Well, there is actually a thing to them. Oh, hold on, cutscene. I love this guy.
Welcome, good Arisen. 3 days this one. A week, perhaps. A favourite game of mine, guessing the lifespan of those who enter these halls. Nothing personal, mind. And rest easy, friend. 3 score guesses here now have yet to hit the mark once.
This guy is... So, let me be clear. Everybody here, everybody is... spoiler, an Arisen. Because this place is only known to those who have been marked by the dragon. And by that, I mean... they have been marked by the dragon. I don't think you... Hold on, let me see if I can remove my cloak. Let me remove the cloak as well. So, okay, do that. Hold on. Let me just pop them into frame real quick. So you see that little right there, that giant ridge in my chest? That is the mark of the dragon. Oh my god, I love that boss fight. Yeah, your heart is out. Okay, but yeah, but did I unequip my helmet? Gosh darn it, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I had unequipped it. Okay. But yeah, anyways, but these little arrows, they're called they're ricochet arrows. They bounce off the walls, as you saw, but there's a thing with them. The more they bounce off the walls, the more powerful they get. And I'm so sorry, I have 2 different things in front of wanting to talk about. I brought up the arrows first. But where I'm going to be encountering death later on is a tight corridor. Now, okay, think about that. A tight corridor using arrows that get more powerful the more they bounce off of walls and objects and all that stuff. He's going to die. And okay, but like I said, this guy, all the NPCs in this place are arisen because it's only known to those who are marked by the dragon.
Someone's looking for me. Then this pit is home to stranger folk than even I'd imagined. An honest mistake, most like. I've been down here half an age, and not once have I known anyone to come calling.
And the thing about the Arisens is, when they're marked by the dragon, and their heart is taken out, they're immortal. You're immortal. You can do whatever the hell you want. This guy, he instead didn't want to chase the dragon. Hell, he didn't want to fight him. He didn't even chase him. He literally came here, and as he said, he's been down here half an age pursuing what he loves, and what that is alchemy. Because I think in one of his dialogues in one of the refuges, he says like, I've seen enough gold, treasures, and trinkets to, eat my eyes out. But down here, the alchemical reagents down here, now this is something worth exploring for, because you don't see this back on the mainland.
Now, will you have a look?
And so here, you see how he has something, he functions somewhat as an inn as well, managing sword items, learning and set skills, and buying and selling. But he also has something called Rarefy. And rarefying, because like in the base game, when you fight a dragon, the dragon or dragonkin, they have a chance, or they dragon forge your gear. With the introduction of Bitter Black Isles, you can rarefy dragon forged gear into a couple more tiers. You have the silver tier, and then you have the gold tier. I mean, as you can see, most of which I already have done. Except for a few of them, except for one of them. But the only reason I did that one was so I can reduce its damn fucking weight. It's heavy. So let's see here. Manage sword items too. I need to withdraw a few more things as well since I'm here, and since I can pass them off to my pawn. Bitter's End. I don't need Dragon's Vein. Give me the Sanguine Stalk. Give me Darkening Storm. I'm pretty sure I have Revenant's Well, even though it's not it's not rarefied, though that will change. Give me a Diabolical Shield. Give me Devil's Nails, I believe is what it's called. No? Yeah, there we go. Give that to me. And so I think that is all the gear here that I need. Okay, I am now going to make my pawn my mule. Wilson, will you be a darling and carry these for me? Don't discard that. That took me forever to get. I nearly screwed myself over, and I would not have been happy. It took me forever to get that. There. Okay.
You've been echoes of even the
I am so sorry.
Seems their wills were too strong to end with the body, and so they remain.
I am so sorry. I have a bad habit of skipping through dialogue because I've heard it. I can't repeat it enough. I will try to hold back. But he was basically talking about the dead arisen that I've encountered so far, how they continue to talk even though their bodies have died. So, and as he said, like, seems their will were too strong to end with the body, and so they remain obstinate things.
It's a blessing they do more than just grumble and grouse. I'd go mad. Now, will you have a look? No dying now.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I need to stop skipping dialogue. I am just so used to skipping it because I've heard it all. Anyhow, so now you've got chests, in areas like this, but don't trust these chests. Don't ever trust them. Don't ever let your guard down. Those of you who are Souls-born veterans know why. Locked and buy a special key. Seems you need a void key to open it. Yeah, but here's the thing. There are no telltale signs or what are mimics and what are not. Well, I mean, yeah, but like I said, there are no telltale signs, unlike in Souls games, where you can tell what are mimics and what are not. They have a random chance of being a mimic, just as they have a chance of not being a mimic.
None of it matters now. None of it. Pray, leave me to sleep in
And so, and also here's another thing too. These are rift stones. I mean, some of you have seen them, but here in Bitter Black Isles, they are a unique case. They are broken. They are always broken within the Bitter Black Isles, except for the one that you find at the entrance. You need to repair them with rift crystals. So this is where rift crystals again come in handy. But they get progressively more expensive as time goes on. I think the most expensive being like 25,000 rift crystals. See what I mean by how powerful they get? Did you see how freaking powerful they became? These ricochet arrows? Or so, let's see. This way is a chest as well. Guarded by, again, more enemies. And you open this chest. I guess nothing. Normally, so I don't know exactly where they. Okay, yeah. So now I know where they're going to spawn. You open here. You open this door. This is where they're going to spawn. I don't think I'll be farming anything other than death per se. I mean, mainly because I've pretty much gotten all that I wanted from the main baddie at the end of this game. I mean, so there are a few things that I'm missing from him, like literally one piece of gear. But for the most part, I will keep farming out of my videos because I don't plan on farming. Well, yeah, death is, well, so here's the thing. Death is a boss that you can just encounter randomly. I mean, well, not randomly. He has preset spawn locations, but after the main baddie, there's several other. I can't I can't explain Bitter Black Isles without actually going into spoilers. I mean, so we'll just leave it up to that. We'll confront the big baddie of Bitter Black Isles, and then we'll move on with the rest of the game. And I mean, since I have a lot of free time, I'll probably be streaming for, I don't know, a good 3-4 hours. So. Ugh. His body literally just exploded right next to me. That's funny. Open it, I dare you. Okay, we're good. I wasn't even paying attention. I had figured my what you call it would finish him off. That was fine. I mean, my voice is nothing too special. I mean, but like I said, I probably will only be streaming on the weekends, so it's just like it's and I'll be streaming like 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2 hours ahead of me. So, so at that time, you know, it'll be 10 o'clock for me. So, but like, but also I won't be streaming all the time either because like I said, even though I may have free time, there are times I just will not feel like streaming because it's like I said, I don't want to make this thing a hobby or not a hobby. I don't want to make this thing a career. I mean, so. But yeah. That one stray arrow. And I don't know, like a lot of people are shocked when they hear my voice, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's not what they expect, I guess is what you could say. I mean, not a lot that I can do about that, you know. I mean, but it is what it is, and I myself have heard my voice, you know, through other sources. I'm just like, that's what I sound like, because as most of you may or may not know, when you talk, you don't just hear your voice, you feel it as well. So that also alters how you perceive it, you know. So, like I said, I'm a bit shocked at like the octave of my voice per se, but at the same time, it's just like, that's whatever. my great grandfather had apparently had a voice this roughly this high. So anyhow, so yeah, we're at the Midnight Helix. Sour beefsteaks. I need to fix this computer before everything goes wrong. Sour beefsteaks, sour beef scrag, sour ambrosial meat. Okay, so that ambrosial, sour ambrosial is unique because it is the only Okay, I think that's all of them. Now we can focus on this guy. Well, that's not going to work just yet because they're going to vanish before I can even kill them. So let's just piss them off and have them break free. Okay. Come on, big man. Oh, well, he fell down. Cool. Yeah, that's not going to do much. It's too big of a room to try to kill him like that. Yeah, these guys are pretty powerful. They're condemned gore cyclopses, if I'm not mistaken. Did he pick up his club? I think Big Man just picked up his club. Which means if I can lure him somewhat close to the hallway... Hold on, I think I see a... I can't tell you how much time, how much trouble I've had with these guys when I first started playing. But then again, I was eager. I wanted to do Bitter Black Isles, and I think I started like at level 50 or so, which is not good. Bitter Black Isles is like you're probably meant to go through Bitter Black Isles like after your second or third cycle of the game. Quick question, by the way. Well, hold on. I don't know if you guys care for spoilers or not, so if I spoil this, I am so sorry. Quick question. When I go fight Damon, which is the name of the big baddie at the end of this, do you want me to do my farming run, which basically means I literally run past everything, and don't even bother fighting him to get to him right away, or do you want me to kill everything along the way? Anyhow. Oh, someone needs healing. I wonder who. Oh, Wilson's healing himself. I honestly don't mind. I mean, like, if anything, I would probably run past everything, but then again, that wouldn't be fair for you guys, because, like I said, I've played this game for countless hours. I mean, so if, like, I have no way to physically, like, tell you how long I've been playing this. I mean, so, you know, I would run past everything, you know, but that wouldn't be fair to you guys because, you know, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily showcase. Damn gargoyles. So then I'll probably run by everything then because, well, no, hold on, that's actually, okay, never mind, but yeah, so we'll run by everything. Don't mind my incessant ramblings over here, I just remembered something, but yeah, we'll run by the main bad guy. And there are actually 3 bosses located in this place. They're sort of like meant to be stages, I guess. And I have picked up something called a lift stone. And the lift stones are unique to unto themselves because they can only be used within the Bitter Black Isles. However, on the same token, you can only use lift stones to get out of there. Fairy stones will not and do not work. Bitter Black Novelty level 3.
What garden of strange delights is this? What forgotten
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
what font of endless diversion?
I forgot to update Wilson.
The stench
I
of blood
forgot to update Wilson.
at the very mouth of hell itself.
Yeah, a lot of these people were driven insane by this place, and it's not surprising either. I mean, this place is, you know, is not but a death and destruction. I mean, look at this room right here. There's literally, it's blood and everything. Oh, and also a unique thing about this game, about the Bitter Black Isles per se, not necessarily the game, but a unique thing about Bitter Black Isles: enemies you kill don't just dissipate. No, they leave corpses behind that attract necrophagic enemies. Basically meaning enemies that will spawn once the stench of death and all that stuff becomes prominent enough. And death is actually one of those spawns, but I do not care to spawn him. I'll be fighting whatever I spawn anyways. So yeah, see, like right here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is one of the piles of disgustingness that is left behind after you kill an enemy. But yeah, I also forgot to update Wilson. All he knows are his basic attacks and his basic healing. He doesn't know any buffs, he doesn't know any other healing moves, and he doesn't know any other attacks. I wanna die. But luckily for me, I don't have to freaking trek halfway across the continent to change that. Once I return back here, Barrage, I think is his name, should still be here, so I think. If not, he's moved on, which then is no good. But he shouldn't be too far either from there.
Assume the enemy lurks round every corner.
Oh, and yeah, like for those of you who just joined, like if you're not going to go back to watch the archive version, both here on Twitch and then on YouTube, my character I've created is as close as a approximation to me as I could get. I mean, his height is about, because like the height in Dragon's Dogma and the weight are in centimeters and in kilograms. And so my height in centimeters is about 155, and my weight is about, I want to say, 55 kilograms. I want to say, I'm not entirely too sure. It's been a while since I've checked my weight in kilograms. But I'm also,
helping others is the Maker's work, friend. Why not leave it to him and busy yourself with staying alive? I'm not the sort to take directions, besides. I go where I please. We seem alike in that. Now, will you have a look? I'll see you don't regret it.
Yeah, so this current character, he is based on like not Wilson per se, but like Mike, the character I'm playing at. He is based on what I look like per se. So it so yeah, so all like, and like his height is pretty close to how tall I am. But his weight is a bit shy of what I actually weigh, because I couldn't get it to be I couldn't get it to be exactly close, because not only did I want to like weigh and be as close to approximation as I could be, I also wanted to get it like the physical proportions is right, just right as well. So he he weighs a little less than what I actually weigh. So, and since we're actually going to be in Bitter Black Isles, I'm actually going to need curatives. I completely forgot to grab some before I had entered here, because as you can see, Bitter Black Isles is not your grandmother. It's not a stroll in the park. Everything, even with my gear, things that hit me hit hard and it hurts. I don't want that. So what I'm going to have to do is organize that so I can find shit easier. Walks, draught, not what I need. This will be good because I need that to restore health and stamina. this will be for the party to use. We'll only grab 5 since I only have those sparingly. We'll grab 2 of these just in case if times get desperate. We will need not fiendish extracts, but oh, did I use all of them? Please don't tell me I used all of them. That'd be no good. I mean, considering what I'm playing is, I don't need anything for debilitations just yet. Okay, no, there we go. Oh, I am over encumbered. Gosh darn it. What is weighing me down? Oh, probably all this garbage. And then on top of that, all of that. There we go. Anyhow, withdraw more things. I'm probably going to withdraw 5 of these, so that'll make 5, and we'll probably only withdraw 3 of those. Okay, now. Weight also is also in a comedy you need to think. It's not just something like you can just carry things. Actually, it actually has multiple factors. Over encumbered means you move slowly, and your stamina will drain. Very heavy is you move a little faster. And your stamina will drain normally, but it will recover much more slowly. Heavy, which is what I am, as you can see, I move like iffy. You know, I don't move all too well. Like as you can see, I'm moving just a tad slowly, and my stamina will drain even slower. Average, it's your stamina will drain normally, recover normally. Light will drain normally, will drain slowly, regain quickly. Very light will drain very slowly and extremely quickly. I think that's how it works. I mean, I normally borderline on heavy or light. I don't pay attention much to it. Oh, hold on, let me just okay, yeah, that's actually the other place that I need to worry about, but still, better safe than sorry.
The logic is bad.
You never know what the hell lies in these damn places. Like, I've been through Bitter Black Isles many times, and I forget what lies where. Oh, I know this. I know what's here.
A hobgoblin arisen. Be wary. We have triumphed.
This is a cockatrice. And what they do is they petrify you, which is no bueno. But I do not need to worry about petrification because I'm immune to debilitations thanks to that great ward arrow. And it is dead. Out of my way. Anyhow. Cockatrice beak. Okay. And as you can see, I have just now hit heavy, meaning I am now moving slower. So I've got to give Wilson, who is my freeloader, more things to hold on to. Oh, I should also give him that. I don't need that at the moment. That's why I grabbed that. I completely spaced to give that to him. Also, he can carry that for me, because I really don't need them. Not at the moment. Wilson can take those. He can take the cape as well. And I guess I should also give him that. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Yeah, as you can see, I have complete lack of regard for Wilson. Well, at least his carry weight, anyhow. He's not important. He can carry it. He's built for that express purpose alone. Actually, he's meant to balance out, because I do all the damage, and he's meant to balance out the by healing and all that stuff. So boss time is coming up soon, but however, there are scattered throughout dungeons. Scattered throughout Bitterback Isles. There are these called respites. This one is known as the Warrior's Respite, and it has there's another one called the Arisen's Refuge. This is a healing spring. It heals you, and it also provides the same buff that my Great Ward Arrow does. But I mean, if you bottle it, heals you, and if you bottle it, it can be used to heal the entire party. But it doesn't provide that rehabilitation or that buff per se. Another lift stones. This is where you would rest. Like in these dungeons. So you know, we're good. Anyhow, let's see. Then you've got quest boards. So you've got Echoes from Beyond, Hope Springs Infernal, and then Unseen Rival, Slay the Gore Cyclops, and Sulfulator Canyon. I'm not really going to accept those because I'm not going to be focusing on side quests at the time. I mean, because like it's like there will be a lot of side quests that I will miss out on, but I mean, for the most part, I will be only focusing on quests that are given like that are of importance per se. But there's also also like I had mentioned earlier that some of you may or may not have seen. There are romanceable characters. I have already introduced one. Her name is Kina, and you'll see her as soon as I finish Bitterblack Isles. There are several romanceable characters, both of male and female genders. I've pretty much romanced almost all of them. However, I will leave it up to you guys to decide who should be quote-unquote be my partner per se, because I would be quite interested to see what would be going on. Of course, there are going to be some that I will flat out refuse just because they do not personally sit well with me. So even if you suggest them, I will say no, choose somebody else. So just keep that in mind with what you choose. I mean, so. And I will actually show you as soon as I get done with this one, because like I said, it's not going to take me long to stream this to at least finish Bitterblack Isles. In actuality, I'd have to do it. No, I'll hold off on that. We won't say anything about that. But yeah, I will actually show you one, and who you actually may even see like, what the hell? That's impossible. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I'm just trying to keep as much spoiler stuff out of the way, as much as I can, because it's like what is that? I know what that is. Is that an ogre? Is that an elder ogre? Is what spawns the question. It is an elder ogre. I knew it. The only thing that would spawn right here, right now, is an elder ogre. I don't know where he is though, so. Oh, there he is. I just killed him without even meaning to. Like, I was like, oh, there he is. Next thing you know, death. I need something from you. Will you hurry up and dissolve and give it to me? Die. Yeah, despite having almost all of the gear that I will be wearing for certain vocations, oh, you didn't drop it, did you? Oh wait, maybe you did. Is that it? Is that it? No, it's not. Damn it, it's not it. Waist guard. But yeah, there are certain things, certain drops that I need from those enemies that didn't spawn, unfortunately, because almost all of my gear that I have farmed from Damon, I mean the big baddie, well I've already mentioned his name before, so it doesn't matter that I farmed from Damon, I have almost all gold rarefied. except for one, and that's the boots my pawn is wearing, that Wilson is wearing. Those boots aren't gold rarefied because I am missing a piece, some materials for them. Elder Ogre Fangs, I believe, is what they are.
Yet here I reach my meager end, lost in quiet within.
What's that?
Oh, also, say hello to the first boss. See, that gaze right there, that would have either petrified me, blinded me, topered me. It would have applied some form of debilitation. But because of my Great Ward arrows, I have prevented such actions. Yes, and there's also fall damage in this game. It is derpy. I mean, but this is actually a more powerful version of something known as an evil eye. And we have just encountered the weaker versions known as Vile Eyes, which are the spawn of... I need to get him to... his... Come on, where are you, fool? Okay, he needs to... Is he summoning them, or... It doesn't seem like it. Oh, there they are. I was wondering what they are. Are you going to be summoning... Am I the one who pissed you off? Am I the one that pissed you off? Please tell me I pissed you off. They will do something. Just give it a minute. Am I the one that pissed you off? Please tell me that I am. If not, I am going to have to. As you can see, the attacks are a bit... Well, see, someone did damage. Who or what? I don't know where. I just need to... This is actually really interesting. Oh, it looks like someone left. Oh no. Oh well. Oh, the debilitations. Okay. Who or what has pissed them off? It's not me, is it? It could have been me. Stop it. The thing is we need to... I need him to do a certain attack before I can kill him. But it's not... It doesn't seem to want to do it. Oh dear. This is not the attack I bargained for. We're gonna have to get up here. See, yeah, his eye is his weakness, as you can probably already tell. However, I don't want to kill him like this, but if he's not going to do that other attack, I have no choice. Wait, hold on. Okay, so he's regrowing them is what he's doing. Okay, so he might... No, you gotta leave too? Oh well, that's fine. It is what it is, in all honesty. Here we go, this is the attack I needed him to do. And then I guess it'll be...
Keep at it! Again!
Now! Put out its eye!
And he's dead. So is it just me that's still here, or is there somebody else? I don't know. And that's the boss dead. That makes one boss down, 2 more to go. Ew. Here we are. Okay. Why do I have the feeling that I'm... Well, it's not like, as long as I don't do that, I can actually come back and try to find all the epitaphs. This is another one that was, another rift opener stone that was broken. Boom. And voila, we have a shortcut now. And this one is on the right hand side, or left hand side, depending on where you go. No! No! Damn it. I completely forgot about that. I always make that mistake. And now it is just me. Goodbye.
Shall we rest before pressing
on? We're going 2 hours now, aren't we? I've got another 2 or 3 more to go, but I mean, I guess I'll put myself on autopilot, seeing as I don't have any other audience members. Oh well. Autopilot it is. Well, I mean, I probably won't be on autopilot, even though I say I will be. More than likely, I'll just commentate like I am now on certain things. Ricochet, Hunter, 6-fold bow, Great Ward Arrow. Yeah, we don't need any of those things. It's after this next boss is where we're gonna have to do what we're gonna do. Oh, also.
I'm dead! Cautious. Opening check, sir.
Forgive me, my brothers.
I shall take on the strong.
Arisen, I am at your side. Let's slay the lot of them with your magic.
Oh dear. And he's gone. What? I don't know Where else are ogres? Sweet. Even in this limited environment, I can still get the ricochet arrows to work. Albeit not as well as I would like. There we go, got him. I don't need your claws, I need your fangs, give them to me. Not that that's gonna help. Oh, I've seen sources like, oh yeah, if you attack them before they fully dissolve, oh, it'll help, but I've done it multiple times, but I've never seen anything. Anyhow. Jewel of Health. More gargantuan skeletons.
Holy magic will end its wicked existence. I'll grab hold of it.
Oh, hello. If they didn't have that, in place, I probably would have.
I wonder what's inside.
Check it. Don't be a dingus and say I wonder. Check it.
But I would not wish this fate on any other.
What's that? A succubus! We have triumphed. Strike with holy power! Did it!
What's down here? Oh, I know what's down here. Okay, we're good. In fact,
This is unremarkable at a glance. May hold more. Let's have a look.
My kind grows better able to serve the more we learn.
so. Okay. Oh, they do, trust me. Man, that is so much easier. I don't even have to worry about him like that. Just like, oh, you're around the corner? Dead. Which is interesting. There's no mimics this run, which is good, but also disturbing. I have not seen a run where there have been no mimics. Not even one. There's always at least one. I mean, I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm just intrigued. Locked by a special key. Seems you need a void key to open it. That next boss isn't going to work with that, so it means we're going to have to probably get confrontational. Which, I mean, isn't necessarily a bad thing, per se, but... No, that's not cool. That's not the window. No, we'll get the window on the way out. That's what we'll do.
I wonder what's inside.
Montread Hasford. This is really beginning to concern me. I mean, not that I want mimics, but I'm just like, normally there's at least one mimic. Why isn't there one now? Jesus, my legs. Yeah, we probably could have ran, but I didn't feel like it. It's pulling a Zelda, a Legend of Zelda Link roll upstairs. And then, what's coming up? That's what's coming up, okay.
This place drives even the stoutest of minds to lunacy.
There you are.
What's that?
You fat knob. Okay, now I've got everybody. Probably except me.
The room is ablaze. We have triumphed.
What's that?
Stamina drink.
The flames show no sign of dying out.
Counter after this strike.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
I am very heavy, aren't I? I assume so. Yeah, I'm very heavy. Gosh darn it. Lipstone, blast arrows, give Wilson. I'll give him 9. Give him the winter path tome. Here's probably where there's... Yep, there's a mimic here. There's a mimic. I was wondering when I was finally going to get one. pass.
Very well.
You fool. Something is sensed on the stone. It appears the memories of someone have been etched upon the surface of a monument of epitaph. Or something along those lines. I am not sure. I did not see clearly. But these humanoid enemies were pawns that were driven mad. How or why, I don't know. Spoilers and 2 bodies. Void key. And then, oh no! Well, say hello to your first dragon fight. Normally I avoid an all-out encounter. More like an all-out encounter, like a confrontational encounter, but I'm doing it now. That's what we're gonna do. That's how it's gonna work.
Am I alone in wishing to be out of this place?
Yeah, there's your first dragon fight, at least of this variation. Now we head out. We should probably go grab some things. Clusters. Where's my status? Not even close to level 1. 200. That's what I'm going for. 200, not 100. 200. Portraits of Remembrance. Oh, there you go, that window on the way down. So we can grab some loot. Yes, 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 Wilson. I'm well aware, I'm well aware. Oh, I don't know. We're not going there. To hell with that. I've been there once, but it wasn't a place would go back again in a heartbeat. Oh, is he back? Oh, it's just wards. It's just these guys. I thought it was something else. Foolish me. I completely thought it was something else. Nope, we've gone too far down. The place I need to jump is right here, actually. How could I forget that? It's right here. There we go. Because there is a treasure chest here. That contains garbage. Well, just so you know, it's not garbage, but like compared to all the gear I have, what I'll get out of it is garbage. Just FYI. I mean, but later on though, it'll be really good gear for lower level characters. Well, not lower level characters, but when you're first starting off, it'll be really good gear. Oh, did I jumped off out of the wrong window, didn't I? Because there. Oh no, I got the right window. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. Earth crystals, frozen holy water, which is good. I need it to make other things. I should actually start forging that frozen holy water. I've only ever found 2 in my many times of playing this. Okay, so from here, this will lead us to... I forget what it's called. Oh, and a good thing about these is once unlocked, they will stay unlocked. So I don't have to come back and unlock them in subsequent playthroughs. Well, I mean, everything is reset when you do a new game cycle, but I meant like a subsequent runs per se. Oh, so yeah, we're on the Tower of Treasons Repaid. What exactly is here? Oh, that is right. Goblin freaking shamans. Ugh, these guys are almost impervious to magic, meaning I cannot attack them from range. I have to go in face first to kill them. I mean, I don't mind. I forget what's actually located. Come on, mister. I dare ya. Not quite. Again, too big of a room in order to use the ricochet arrows effectively. Got it. Anyhow, so that's that dealt with.
This looks interesting.
Oh, that reminds me. Is this what I think it? If this is the place that I think it is, there is a place I need to go to grab something. But that's only if this is the place I think it is. If it's not the place I think it is, that means it's past this place. It's in a place similar to this. And it is not the place I'm thinking of, is it? No, it is not. Because if it was, we would have encountered it already. But it does not seem to be the place I'm thinking of. So meaning that what I'm thinking of is in the place beyond this. And I have just repeated myself 3 times in a row, saying the same damn thing. Oh well, repetition is key, as they always say. Oh, I'm pretty sure they didn't mean it like that. Alright, so hold on, there's actually a place I need to go in here? Yeah, located right here. My thing is if I'm wondering if there's something I need located there. Wilson? Cass, where did you go?
Very well. I'm on my way.
Okay, we're good. Oh, I didn't get me though, because Wilson cockblocked me. Yeah, there it is. There is something I thought there was something I thought was there.
Stay vigilant.
Oh wait, hold on. There is something there. How do I get there though is the question. Nope, that's not the answer.
Walking forward. I will protect you.
Skeleton is skilled indeed.
Some cover. Stand ready.
Okay, so they're not located here. That only means that they're located in one possible spot. And I have a feeling I know what it is. And for some reason, I feel like I am not going to like the answer.
I'll steal it and strike from above.
It is indeed what I thought it was.
Rain steel upon it.
I'm going to have to use one of these.
Rain steel upon it. I'll steal it and strike from above. Quickly! The heart is unprotected.
Oh, there goes me. Dude.
A boon of light.
It is quite the intricate maze of passages.
Okay, Wilson, I need you to carry more shit for me. After this, we're probably going to need to go dump both of our inventories. My lantern is not yet guttering, so we're still good on that front. So, but there is a way up there. There has to be, but it's only marked in probably by a passage of some kind. A passage I clearly missed. It's right here. I'm so stupid. This is the way we need to go.
Looks interesting.
I'll take that.
Bitter black. Just going to... And I'm over here just sitting waiting because I'm over here looking at something else. Ugh. Wonder how long I was standing there. I didn't check out the timer. Okay. Anyhow.
Be wary. There are beasts that dwell within such chests.
Yes, there are. And
Poisoned undead come.
Burn them! Burn them to ash!
I'll burn them where they stand.
Strength enough.
This looks interesting. Poisoned undead. Burn them!
The holes are narrow.
Close combat foolhardy. Did it!
What's that?
Treasure perhaps.
A well-formed party can often fell easily to those stronger than they.
So next boss is coming up.
Let's have a look.
Elder Ogre!
Wilson, carry more stuff for me. Oh, that's right. Oh dear me, I just recalled I don't have any wake stones. Oh boy. Okay, I think we can do this. I hope we can do this. Oh wait, no, hold on. I will be able to get wake stones, thank God. I think. Oh, hello.
I'll aid you at once.
You're...
I'll strike its tentacles.
That was an ugly sound. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Ahead, sir. Banshee. That was effective.
That was a banshee that created that noise? What an ugly noise. no, so there's actually no way to... Okay, yeah, that's right, it's after this that... Alright, these guys should be good, health-wise. I'm going to be working with no wake stones, and normally I require them for this. Well, not normally, that's only fun. Okay. We can try using it. I don't think it'll work, but it's better. I should just try all the options I have, just to be on the safe side. Do I not have anything to snap me awake? Godly purifying brew purges of curses. Lordly tonic, cockatrice, frozen holy water, purges. There we go. I guess we leveled up. Huh, didn't realize it. We're roughly 20 levels short of infinite, I suppose. Where did your loot... Oh, I was like, did I wait too long to...
Combat needn't be grueling, Risen. If the party needs...
Am I alone in wishing to be out of this place?
For what purpose was this place built?
Where did your loot drop? Well, I don't need his loot per se, but all I care about is the dragon's loot. Give me this. This. I guess I could hold off for Damon. I don't know exactly. I mean, Refine crystal, bitter black level gear 2. I guess we could hold off on Damon. I mean, because there's people who would want to see it, but I mean, it's not like this. So. Anyhow, I go talk to her. My on Twitch. I know I did. Ugh.
I'll heal your wounds.
Okay, so we just got done beating that boss. Now it's time to go up here, deposit some garbage, and go face Big Betty. Wonder who joined. It's definitely not me because my computer died a long time ago. Let's see. I'm probably not gonna stick. So
older memories are bubbling to the surface, though they show a past which is not my own. I recall fighting. I was in the service of a great warrior, and together we overcame many trials. Her ill-deserved end was a crushing blow to me as well. My soul was shattered, much as I then came to shatter his. What recollections I have seem so vivid, and yet all else beyond them is a haze.
okay.
In my earliest memories, I am standing here on this jetty. I hear a voice. It entreated me to save someone. Upon hearing her words, I fell into a terrible confusion. It felt as if that voice had been my own. Only a stronger will, a will as yours, can bring him peace. If there is
Deposit garbage. Well, it's not garbage. Purifying. I'm on my A game. I don't need any of this. Yeah, just as I thought. They wouldn't stick around. It's always really funny to me how much streaming can take out of me. It's like not even, it's like really funny to me. Oh no, my phone's gonna die. Oh no. Yeah, it's always really funny to me how much it takes out of me. It's just like, what? Why? No, you need that.
If there is only a prey.
Okay. Rest, just to see if anyone used my pawn. Doubt it. They haven't for some time. I doubt they would now.
Best we rested here.
Shut up, Wilson. Oh, that's right. I'm not even going to be killing Damon just yet. I'm going to be fighting death. Well, shit.
Knowing a riftstone is close at hand is well.
But it shouldn't be too long till I get to him. And I honestly don't think I'm going to stick around to fight any of these things. The only thing I will be fighting is the thing that needs to be fought, and then we'll move on. So,
I will protect you.
no one's protecting anybody. We're just running. Run, 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 run. Run to your heart's content. Excuse me, Executioner. Hello, Skeletal Mage. That's an Executioner, it's an Eliminator. There's a Tormentor and the Eliminator. Bullmen is basically all they are. No, I want nothing to do with you. Please, let's go away.
Undead ground wizard. Be careful. Very well.
I'll go at once.
We only fought what needs to be fought. I'm literally just getting so tired. I want to get this done. And you've got 2 condemned prisoners with more lost pawns. I'm not tired. I'll probably take like a 15-minute break or so and then go grab something to eat to munch on, but I'm just like, The Bloodless Stockade, which is here. The Arisen's Refuge, which I think I told you guys about. There he is. Just rest, cause why the hell not? Wonder how quickly we can get death down. Ugh, that's the question. But the good thing is death. Because since this is before we're fighting Damon, death will have an 80% chance of being there, meaning we can farm him. And if I think he may respawn, I think. Well, I know he respawns, but I don't know how exactly how often he respawns. Sorry, Eliminator. I've no time for tomfoolery.
Wait for an opening.
I'll go at once.
Very well.
In memory of Grettir. Silent-hearted, dragon-forged. With hair of gold and wheel of tempered steel. You ransomed me from a village burnt to ash, instilled life and fight. Dearest mentor, I commend you now to rest eternally. Your servant, bereft of master and memory, I keep now my son. She lives on, your mirror in soul and body both, and I will not lose her as we have lost you. This I swear before your empty grave.
Die. Oh, hello. How you doing there, buddy? You snuck up on me, did you? And see, now it's time to repeat this process all over again.
Will not be a parameter if we dispel the dark resistance. I'll take that. Match a beacon fire's light.
Oh goody, come on.
Your command, please.
A sorcerer master. Stay vigilant.
Counter after they strike. Realistic blows after a grand strike.
So we're going to be farming death for a bit just before I move on, because I really don't want to have to kill him later on, because hell no. So we're just going to, he's gonna be here, in there, exit, and then death should respawn, should. It's supposed to be 80% of the time that he's supposed to be here. Of course, I may even have to if this doesn't work, we may have to do something else in order to get him to spawn. Oh. He's here.
If we dispel the dark with this.
You want to know how I can tell? Listen. Those ominous bells and whatnot? That's death. And he's gone.
What's that?
So that actually really does... I wonder though. But that actually really does work. Interesting. Wow, that's actually a really cheapy doodle spot. Okay, but I wonder if I can summon him with the... But how often does it work, that was the question. Because it supposedly only works once, I guess? But at the same time, you never know. We'll find out, I guess. Let me go withdraw some from our favorite man, Barrows, or Barrow, or something. I think once we hit the 4-hour mark, that's probably if I cut it off. Maybe even a little before then if I can kill Death before that. So I think we'll hold off on the on Damon for now. I mean, seeing as most of you left, I mean, which is understandable. Time zones and all that garbage. Like I said, I wish you guys would have told me what times would work for you. Well, not what times work for you, but what time zones you guys were in. I mean, it is what it is, though. Let's see.
This place is full to the gills with scraps and materials unseen in the world I knew outside. An alchemist's paradise, this. The smithy's work I do is a product of endless hours, trial and error. But it's time I don't begrudge. My little obsession's half the reason for my wanderings. Could be. The other half is running into strange ones like you, friend. Now, will you have a look?
Manage stored items, withdraw. We're going to be withdrawing something called rancid bait meat. I want 10.
No.
Okay, I wonder if I can't assign it in. Anyhow, I'll probably also be farming him offline too. I just want to kill him on camera, and I think after that I'll farm him offline. But I probably won't pick up progressing, I guess, per se, until later on today. I mean, even if I do progress, I'll probably. It'll probably be, I'll probably record it and all that garbage, but I probably won't, and I'll upload it and all that, but I won't announce it to stream. I mean, if you guys show up, you guys show up. I mean, I will announce I'll be streaming, because I do want to see if you guys show up, you guys show up. If not, I'll probably change some settings and all that to make it to where it's not so, so it's like, it's obvious I'm streaming, so I can just play pretty much naturally.
It is possible to fall prey to an evil without ever noticing.
A bit more light than we compass in our explorations.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
And that reminds me too, yeah, no, we can't assign it. And he saw me. See, do I have anything I can use to... That should be good. No. It's supposedly supposed to work right away, but seeing as it didn't, I guess I either did something wrong or... Anyhow. So we almost killed Death that time. So... Up and at him. Up and at him. No, we are. Okay, this way, this way, this way, this way. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Well, okay. I think I'll take a break. I'll probably stop this, like after I kill Death, yeah, I'll stop this stream. And then I'll boot it back up, and I'll announce that I am, but I won't have it set in such a way that, you know, I realize that I'm streaming. I'll just sort of be streaming. And I probably won't have my mic plugged in because I'll probably be just jamming out to music or something. And, you know, I don't want my audio blocked, or I don't want to be, you know, pointed out for using copyrighted music, so, I mean, better to be safe than sorry. I mean, so, you know how all that stuff goes.
It is possible to fall prey to an ailment without ever noticing. Stay vigilant. A bit more light can only help us in our explorations.
Take care, you are soaked in water.
Oh, something is here, but what? It's not Death, because it obviously has all of its health bars.
Take care, you are soaked in water.
Yeah, Death isn't here. I didn't hear the ominous bell tolls and shite. That marks the signification that Death is here, so back up we go. Ugh. And quite possibly, yes, that what I'm doing could be considered cheesing, but I'm using the tools that was given to me. You can't fault a man for that. Anyhow, I think, yeah, like it's in about an 80% chance that Death is there. So in the Bloodless Stockade. So.
Be wary. There are beasts that dwell within such chests.
So what we're going to be doing is farming him. I'll probably farm him for a bit longer, a bit more, like off camera. Then like I said, I will be streaming again, but I will announce that I will be. But I'm gonna be have it set up in such a way that I won't know that I'm streaming. That way I can relax and enjoy it a tad bit more. And like I said, I won't have my microphone plugged in either. So if anyone does show up, and you know, because like I don't, if my computer's charged by then, I may not talk, and you know, unless Twitch is open, I may not even see your messages. Yeah, death is here. You can tell by that ominous sound. Well, with that being said, Death is now dead. He is the deaded. I mean, so unfortunately, I mean, you guys didn't might probably get a very good view of seeing him die, but I mean, he is dead nonetheless. So, let's see, novelty. Slice shard, polycrystal, gear, jewel of summoning. Alright, well, and bone lantern. Cool. Alright, well, with that being said, I suppose it is time for me to cut it farewells. I mean, for the time being, like I said, I will, I'll be back on shortly afterwards, and I'll be streaming again, but I'll probably be taking about a 15 minute break just to eat and move my muscles about and all that garbage, but yeah, for the most part I will be back. I mean, of course I'll probably be farming death as well, so it'll probably be more than 10-15 minutes, but because I do want to farm death, but I will be back and we will kill the boss and then we will progress through the story. It'll just probably give me about an hour or so, and then we'll be back on, I assure you. I'm not abandoning you, I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. I'm just heading over here to a safe place so I can go ahead and quit and go, you know? But I probably, you know what I'm probably gonna do? Oh yeah, I knew how. Well, I mean, like I said, with that being said, adios. Yeah, so like with that being said, adios. I will talk to you guys later, I guess.